Alright guys, back again for another review. Big Tom.
Damio.
Today we are doing the Paps V3 by Vapor Art.
Yep, the Paps 3, their new basically version
3.
Paps. Which is their basically their mechanical mods, and made from 316 stainless steel grade in a brushed finish, and it's pretty much like the other ones. Except they've got a few new changes, of course. The top cap now has sort of like a 1mm venting sort of cross hatch that stops. It's got venting now in the switch rather than in the tube itself. Lovely brush finish. And the actual version that you'll buy to begin with, which is serialised, is the 18500 rather than the 18350 that they did on previous versions like the Lux, like the V2.5. They have also now replaced the telescopic pin inside with the G pin, which they did originally on the Paps X 1.5. And it's a nice device actually. It's kind of like the same as the other ones, with just obviously a few quirks, a few changes that they've made to sort of improve it. It has now the new logo on the main tubes, which is that swirly Vapor Art logo that they've got. And it also basically is built to sort of complement the Heron that they have now just brought out, which hybrids up with the Paps and the new Paps V3 and the Paps X. They're also bringing out a Lux version of this, which will be very similar to the last one, which was like the aluminium bronze that they did with the Paps Lux. Yeah, and it's nice. I mean, it's like the other ones. It's got that lovely sort of golden switch there. 316 stainless steel. They've, like I said, they've changed the venting now from the tube throughout of the button, so there's these little gaps in the button there for when you press. It now has a reverse locking ring, and yeah, it's a nice little device. You've got the GP logo on it, as per. Yeah.
It's dinky in that setting as well, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the 18300 version. Unfortunately, you will have to buy the tubes separately. It does only come with the 18500 tube, which will be the tube that is serialised. These come at about, I think, €96, which is about £80, and the tubes will be probably around £20 to £25 each if you want the 18300 or the 18650.
Yeah.
The 18350, 18300. It's cold. Been messing with my fucking brain all week, I'm telling you. But yeah, it's nice.
It is, it's great. It's the new logos is pretty funky. They look a bit like a cinnamon swirl, but hey, I'm not knocking it.
Yeah, currently got the Rose V2 on the top, and they match really quite nice. Yeah, the button's got that nice little touch again that they had on the previous V2.5 and the Lux model. This one is brass. I believe the 24 karat gold thing, I think, is only coming out on the Lux version of the V3. So yeah, be mindful when giving that a fucking polish, because you will take the 24 karat gold plating off of that. Yeah, it doesn't fire when standing up. It's nice and light. It now has the G pin, so no fucking about with the telescopic bits and pieces that we had before. And yeah, you know, there's another Paps out there. It's really well made, it's beautiful looking, it comes in this brushed finish. What more can you say about it?
Exactly.
It's nice, it's really nice.
It does.
What we'll do is we'll go down to the table, I'll have a show you it, show you the new G-pin, show you the top cap, show you it with the Heron on the top as well, because it is 20/1 threading, so obviously you can hybrid with it. Show you the switch, and we'll come back and give you our final thoughts.
Yeah.
So here you have your Paps V3 from Vapor Art in its 18500 mode, which comes as standard, and it's serialised now in 18500 mode rather than the V.2 V2.5 and the Lux, which was serialised in 18350. There have been some slight upgrades to the last one. We now have a reverse locking ring, which we didn't have before on the originals, on the V2.5 and the Lux. We also have this nice groove top cap, which actually open up from the grooves down to a 1mm groove, allowing for your airflow. And the G pin now, which has been replaced, like they did in the X with the 1.5, so that there's no more actually of turning to connect your atomizer to your battery with two different sort of posts. It is now done with the G pin. It comes obviously in a grade of 316 stainless steel, brushed with the Vapor Art logo on the tubing, and we have now polished top and bottom caps to give it that nice two-tone look, which is really nice. Now you do have to buy your other tubings separately. Here is the 18350 tube, and you can also buy the 18650 tube as well separately, but it's not a modular like the X. And another great thing about the new V3 is they've obviously designed it to go with their Heron that they've just brought out, their new 22mm atomizer, which is sort of like the big brother to the spheroid, and that will now thread directly onto the Paps V3 to give you that beautiful hybrid look. There we have it right there in 18500, and with the 18350. Really lovely threads, nice smooth action there. Reverse locking ring is really nice. It now vents through the button. It has gaps where the switch is, as you can see there, and nice and simple. Beautiful design. So there's your V3 Paps by Vapor Art.
Alright guys, so after looking at the Paps V3 up close, it is pretty similar to the other versions, but it has got a few upgrades. It is decent, the buttons are nice, and what more can I say apart from the cinnamon swirl logo? Yeah,
but well, I do like the fact they've put the G pin in. It works really well in the X 1.5. I do like the fact now that the venting goes through the button. It's a very well made mod. You know it's quality when it's from Vapor Art. I do like their new logo, and I do like the fact that they've brought this mod out to complement the new Heron that they've brought out, which is their new atomizer. 18500 tubes serialised as standard, so you will have to buy your 18350 and your 18650 tubes separately, but as a mod, I mean, €96, around 80 quid, 316 stainless steel, nice reverse locking ring button. It's got the G pin on it, 316 grade stainless steel. It's a good price for what you get. The new cross hatch for venting in the top cap is really nice. So yeah, it's a cracking little mod. If you did like the Paps, if you have got a V2.5 and a Lux and all that, you might not necessarily need to upgrade. You might not want to, but you know, this is vaping. You know, everyone wants everything.
Of course they do. But it has got a really nice button, exactly the same as the other ones. You know, there's no difference in that due to it now being vented from the button. It's decent enough, as is Damian saying. If you have got the other Paps, it's something to add to your collection. So go out and get this because it is nice.
Really nice brush finish as well on these, and the shine button and the shine top cap as well. So like I said, it's going to complement the Heron very nicely. 20/1 threading as well to hybrid up. Looks good with a Rose V2 on the top. Yeah, quite nice, quite dinky in your hand in 18350 mode. So it scores.
Seeing as it is the same as the others, it's just got some basic upgrades. I'd give it 8 or 9, me personally. Yeah,
it's nice. You know, if you've got the Heron, it's going to be a great setup for you to have. You know. They're a lovely mod, they're made really well, a good design, good function, great button. It's a little bit different with the venting in than what the original is. The original was a bit more of a softer push. This has got those sort of groove sides, we have to sort of get inside there a little bit, but you can tweak the button and sort of make it a shorter throw. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to give it an 8 or a 9. For that, I prefer the X 1.5 myself, but obviously this is the cheaper model for it. But it's not modular. You will have to buy your separate tubes as well, so it does end up bouncing the money up a little bit. So yeah, of course. For vape, it's a mechanical mod. I mean, it's got the brass G pin. Does what it says on the tin. You know, 9. Yeah,
without a doubt. As I said, matching it hybrid with the new Heron, it does look fucking lovely with that though. Even though that does look like a nipple. But we won't
only the drip tip. Only the drip tip makes it look a bit like a bitty. But yeah, so I mean, but yeah, there's a lot of GP fans out there. I'm a GP fan. I do love my X 1.5. I think it's a stunning modular. And like I said, if you just wanted one with different tubings, and this is one to go for. You know, and if you're getting yourself the Heron, if you want the full setup, there you go, it's available for you. So yeah, well done at Vapor Art again, because they are constantly moving with the times. They are bringing out new stuff, and they do work heavily into making sure that usability is their top thing. So yeah, looking really nice. Thank you very much for watching this review, and we will see you on the next one. Okay.
Alright guys, back here for another review. Big Tom.
Damien.
Today we are doing the Heron by Flavour Art.
Flavour Art. It's vapor art.
Flavour Art.
Any fucking good.
Alright guys, so after looking at Flavour Art, I'm shitting me. Alright guys, so after looking at the Paps X3 up close.
It's not the X3.
We have got colds, we are fucked, but hey.
No,
it is dinky what it said. I'm just looking at you smiling. We've gone ghostly.
we've got fucking shining happy people. Police are coming for you, Tom.
Fucking dumb, right?
I've had enough. Okay, and oh, is that my fucking head shining? What's that noise? Is that you? Yeah. Fucking hell. Is that okay, let's go. And 3, 2, 1.
Alright guys, so after looking at the Paps V3 up close, it is pretty similar to the other ones, the other versions.
I'm dying for a shit.
You know what that is?
And 3, 2, 1.
Alright guys, so after looking at the Paps V3 up close.